What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is round number 6 of the PTCGO tournament series, and if we win, we have an opportunity to make a cut into top 8. We did lose the last 2 rounds back to back, so now we're in a kind of bubble situation. If we win, we might be in. If we lose, well, we're definitely not in at all. But to choose my opponent, won the coin flip, and they are going to go first. I'm not sure what they're playing. I did see kind of fairy stuff. Maybe it's a Mega Gardevoir deck, which is okay with me. We could pretty much knock it out regardless. Rainbow Force does do a lot of damage. All right, and there is a Xerneas. All right, so Xerneas versus Xerneas. Is it a Rainbow Road mirror match? This is a Trainer Spell. We're going to look at top cards of their deck, and if it's a mirror match, well, we have the Poniard, which is great because it hits for weakness, blah, blah, blah. I think it comes down to who puts down the most Shamas or EX Pokemon to lose the game, basically, but we'll see. I mean, oh, wait, that's the wrong Xerneas. No way it's Rainbow Road. So... It's the regular Xerneas with the Geomancy Rainbow Spear, so definitely not going to be the Rainbow Road deck. So see Train as well. For a Sycamore, okay, Fairgy going to the active. Sycamore, going to discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. So it discards a Blitzel, Escape Rope, Train as well, Hex Maniac, and 2 Via Seekers are discarded as well, which could be a lot of resources used up. Alrighty, and let's see what else does our opponent do this turn. Would they find anything or not? Okay, so pass on to our turn. We get a DC, Double Colors Energy. Alright, so we're going to Train as well, number 1. We'll grab a Level Ball. Alright, and with the Level Ball, we will grab a Poniard. Pretty much going to put that down the field and threaten a weakness for sure from the start. We have 2 Poniards, 2 Bisharp. Alright, 1 Joltik is prized, but we'll grab the Poniard, and 1 Xerneas is prized as well. So we'll grab the Poniard, we'll put that down the field. We will Trainer's Mail again. We're looking for an N, most likely. Okay, there's Skyfield, Ultra Ball. I'm going to grab the Ultra Ball right now. Put a DC on the active. We are going to Ultra Ball, discard a Floatstone and Ultra Ball. And in this, I'm going to get a Volcanion out to the field. So coming on down, Volcanion. I'm going to put a Floatstone on it, and then with Shaman, set it for 6. This way our Volcanion has a Floatstone on it. So there we go. Shaman, set it for 6 new cards. And let's see, what can we find? Can we find a Switch and a Max Elixir to win the turn? Alright, there's a Trainer's Mail. We'll play it again. Alright, and there's an N, so we'll grab the N for sure. And we'll Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore and EXP share. And with this, we'll grab another Xerneas. Alright, we'll put the Xerneas down, put an EXP shard on, they'll play in, get a new hand of 6. If we get a Switch and a Max Elixir, we can win this turn. So we'll in, and let's see, what do we get off this end? No, we don't have it. Alright, so we'll just end our turn on to our opponent's turn, but we do have a potential turn 2 knockout. So yeah, we'll end our turn on to our opponent's turn, and we will have a Bisharp down as well to threaten the knockout on these Xerneas as well. But we saw they did play Blitzel. There's a Fairy Guard to come down, which we can bump with the Skyfield. Trainer's Mail, good look at top cards of their deck. And let's see, okay, opponents are not going to get anything. Random Receiver going to flip over cards, so they hit a supporter, and they are playing a Mega Gardevoir. And there's an N going to their hand, so they do play a Mega Gardevoir. Alright, so in, both players will get a new hand of 6, and let's see, what do we get? Does my opponent get another Pokemon or not? It's the big question as well. There's a Joltik, a Fairy Energy, and can they find another Pokemon? Okay, there's a Hoopa. I'm going to use that Scoundrel and search for 3 EX Pokemon. Oh man, if they didn't put down that Blitzel, and they didn't hit anybody, that could have been a really big trouble right then and there. Alright, but Hoopa, going to use Scoundrel and search for 3 EX Pokemon. There's Gardevoir, and a Mega Gardevoir as well. Alright, and we'll see the Gardevoir come down. We'll see a Gardevoir come down. And we'll see a Guardian Spirit going on one of these guys, and we'll probably see a Geomancy search deck for any two energies attached to both Pokemon. There's a Fairy going to that guy, okay. And we'll see a Geomancy, but we will take a knockout next turn. We got a Fairy Energy, we can Via Seeker for in, put down Joltik as well to make it Galvantula out, which is really nice. So we'll see Rainbow, Geomancy, Fairy, and Fairy to that guy most likely. So there it is, double Fairy on the field. Alright, so into our turn, what do we get? We get a Max Elixir. Alright, so we'll put a Fairy Energy on this guy. We'll Max Elixir, look at the top cards of our deck. We'll grab a Fairy Energy, and actually we'll put on a Poniard. Put down Joltik, and we will Via Seeker for it in and get a new hand of 6. Alright, and let's see what can we find. Now, the thing about Mega Gardevoir, it only does 110 damage, but you do 10 more damage to each Pokemon you discard. Alright, so there's a Bisharp. We'll put that down for sure. Yeah, we'll put down the Bisharp. And right now, we will just Rainbow Force or the knockout. That's plenty of damage. All right, so we're doing 220 currently on that Xerneas. All right, so take a price card. Going out of 5, there is a VS Seeker. All right, so my opponent's turn. They're probably going to send this Gardevoir. If we had a License, that could be really nice because we could use Retaliate to knock out the Mega Gardevoir. All right, so here comes Gardevoir. On to our opponent's turn. Currently, we are doing 220, which is enough to knock out a Mega Gardevoir, which is really nice. We get to put down the Xerneas. We got the, there's the Mega Gardevoir, okay? And like I said, it does 110, we get to discard a Pokemon to actually do 10 damage, and only have to discard 1, do that 120. So there's an end, we'll go down to 5, opponent will go down to 6, and hopefully we top deck a DC, that'd be really cool, or a License to bring up this guy, that could be really nice as well. Alright, so there's a VS Seeker Max Elixir, okay? So if you're going to that guy, and let's see, okay, there's Trainer Smell, go look at the top cards of their deck, and let's see, there's a Sycamore. And they'll have to discard at least the Hoopa to do 120. Because they don't. Okay, it's the Despair Ray for 110. Then discard the Hoopa to do 120. There they go. Alright, so Xerneas goes down. My opponent goes out of 5 price cards. And we'll move a Fairenergy to this Xerneas. Alright. So, we'll send a Volcanion. Alright. And on our turn, what's going to happen? Okay, I was hoping a DC top deck. Well, Max Elixir. And we did not have anything. Alright, so we won't grab anything. And we will end... Yeah, we'll end Game Boy players a new hand of 5, and let's see what can we get off this end. There's a Xerneas. Oh no, we actually don't have a knockout right now. Okay, so we'll put down Xerneas. We'll put a Fairenergy on this guy. We will retreat into the Bisharp, and we'll do Retaliate for 180 damage. All right, so there we go. Retaliate for 160. Oh, sorry, 60. 670. Oh, because the resistance as well. That's 160. So actually, can't even knock out this Gardevoir because that resistance. I forget that is both types, both steel and metal. It goes left to right when you hit double weakness. So we see Ultra Ball. Go and discard 2 cards from hand. Discard the DC and a Zebstrika. And does the opponent get another? Well, they need a Spirit Link on this guy. There's a shame. I'm going to set it for 5 new cards. And what they could do is they can put energy in that guy. Okay. They can Shaman set up, and then they can retreat to this Gardevoir, take a knockout while discarding this guy off the field. If they want to, I don't know if they will or not. So we see a Shaman setting up for some new cards. Super Rod, gonna shuffle 3 combination Pokemon back into the deck, or Pokemon energies back into the deck, and let's see what does our opponent do. A Hoopa, Fairy, and a Xerneas, okay? But when he takes a knockout, this Xerneas will get a Fairenergy bump to it, which is pretty cool. All we'll need, I mean, we get to take a knockout regardless on this guy, which is great. We just gotta see what does the opponent have, what kind of supporter card will they play this turn. Okay, they've played 2 VS Seeker, 2 in, 1 Sycamore, 1 Hex Maniac, 1 Zebstrika, and 1 DC so far. Alright, and we'll just do Desperate for a knockout. We can see a Luminous Blade as well, do 120 damage if they want to attack with this bench one. We have to discard energy attached to Pokemon, and it looks like we actually will see an attack. I think that's what we're going to see. Yeah, resistance, so 100 damage, going to knock us out. I'm going to discard that Shaman, and we'll move a Fairenergy off this guy to the Xerneas. Okay, so it's going to go down to 4 price cards. We'll send it to Volcanion, of course, because it does have the free retreat. And on our turn, let's see what's going to happen. We get a Super Rod. Alright, so a Super Rod. We'll shuffle in 1, 2, and then I guess the third is Xerneas. I was hoping there was a Fairenergy in there, but we're doing okay. Haven't discarded too many of those, and I'm just going to... No, we're going to VS Seeker for an in. Save those Sycamores, because we kind of want to keep those. So, play an in, put opponent down to 4 while we get 5, and they can't find a Link at Mega. They might be in trouble. There's a DC and a Fairy Energy, so I'm going to put the DC on this guy. We will retreat to take a knockout this turn. Yep, that seems good. So, we'll retreat into Xerneas. And we will Rainbow Force for the knockout, going down to 3 price cards. We're doing 106 damage currently. Alright, so go down to 3, 1 and 2. There is a DCE and an Ultra Ball. Alrighty, so we'll take a knockout. I'm going to send this Gardevoir and ultra our opponent's turn to see what's going to happen. Now, he can't take a knockout Luminous Blade. He needs to find a Link and a Mega Guardian. There's his name. We're going to set it for 2 new cards. And let's see what does our opponent get. 1 and 2 going into their hand. Okay. Alright, so there's Sycamore. Going to discard their hand, draw 7 new cards. Can they find a Link and a Mega Guardian? They only played 1 Link so far that I remember. Yeah, only 1 Link has been played. 4 Fairenergies are in the discard pile, and he has to discard 1 Pokemon to even knock us out. And if he's left with just this guy in the Axe Spot, he could lose the game if we get a knockout next turn, which is very possible. There's a Fairergy going out of Shebe, okay? And that is not looking good for my opponent. So Guardian Spirit Link on the active, okay. And let's see what else do they have. Do they have the Mega or not? Do they have the Mega and one more Pokemon? No, just a limited display for 120 day. Oh, 120. Okay, they're actually going to it does actually does knock us out. What am I talking about? All right, so instead of Volcanion, I forgot it does 120. I thought it did 100. That's my fault. Okay, so onto our turn. We get a Xerneas, so put that guy down. Put a Fairy on this guy. We will Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore and the Trainer's Mail. With this, we'll get out Galvantula. Okay, so grab Galvantula. We'll put that down on the bench, and then we'll end getting 3 cards. And we need to find a Bioshock, because 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, we need to find a Ponyard to actually take a knockout this turn. So in going down to 3, and oh, we don't have it. Oh no. Okay, so that's actually very scary. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm still gonna retreat, do a ton of damage this turn with the Rainbow Force. I'll put down Skyfield as well, but the Fairy Garden. So yeah, we'll Rainbow Force. Not enough for knockout. It'll be like 20, 30 damage short. Okay, yeah, looks like it is. Oh, actually, wait, what? What? 190? I'm so confused. Did I miss something? Did he already have damage on him? I guess I missed. Oh, wait. Oh, he wasn't a Mega. Duh, Squeaky. Oh, man, that's why I took a knockout. Because he wasn't a Mega. Oh, my goodness, Squeaky. You're silly. I forgot he wasn't a Mega Evolved. He was just a regular Gardevoir. So is he Trainer's Mail. Gonna get, I don't know if they even get anything. Okay, so things are looking good now. So now they get it. They need a, oh, my goodness, guys. I'm so sorry. I forgot that, he didn't have the Mega out. Alright, that's just my fault. There's Gardevoir going to their hand. And can he take a knockout this turn? He needs like a Fairy Energy double Max Elixir. There's a Guardy coming down. Okay. And looks like we will win game number 1 against this Fairy, what is it? Mega Gardevoir, Zebstrika, Shebe, Hoopa deck. Fairy to the active, we'll probably see a Sky turn for 30, but then we can just Rainbow Force for the knockout one more time, because 36, 9, 12, 15, 18. Alright, so on our turn, we'll just Power Force, Rainbow Force for the knockout, and there we go, guys. So, man, I forgot that he was not a Mega. That was my fault being silly. Alright, but it is a best 2 out of 3. We'll press done, and imagine he will decide to go first. Because game number 2, how it works is whoever loses decides who to go first or second. And good game. He said good game. Sounds good. He says he does want to go first. Alright, so we'll see what happens in game number 2. Hopefully you win. And guys, I will keep you up to date. Do we make top 8 or not is the big question. So let's go over. Let's find this Rainbow Road deck. I hate that I can't like just save it automatically, but the Rainbow Road will accept it. And let's see what happens in game number 2. Alright, guys, here we go. So we're now playing against a Mega Gardevoir Zebstrika deck. So they're calling the coin flip. Let's see who goes first. I mean, they're going first regardless, so we lost the coin flip. Alright, so they're choosing who goes first, and they are going to go first. So on to our opponent's turn, let's see what's going to happen. Alright, so it's a pretty bad hand right now. Alright, so put down Joltik, Ponyard, and as of right now, we'll just pass. Okay, so Joltik, Ponyard, and yep, we'll just end our turn, and hopefully our opponent plays it in. That'd be fantastic. So press it done, and let's see what's going to happen, guys. There is a Blitzel, okay, which I imagine is not who they really want to start with, probably the Xerneas, but there's a Hoopa. Going to use this Scoundrelling Search for 3 EX Pokemon, probably getting out 2 Guardies, maybe 3 Guardies. Turn number 1, maybe 2 Guardies if they have a Link already in their hands, so it's Guardian and Guardie, okay. They must have prized one. Like, I probably would have grabbed all 3 if, I don't know, maybe not. So another Guardy coming down. Okay, so 2 Guardies on the field. Okay, I figured you're going to that guy. Okay. Alright, thank you, opponent. Okay, so we'll both get a new hand of 6. And let's see, what do we get off the 6 cards? There's a DCE Shebe. Okay. That's not the hand I really want to see. Hopefully we top deck an Ultra Ball, because that'd be really good. But on to our turn, what do we get? We get an Ultra Ball. That's a great top deck there. Alright, so Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. With this, we'll get out a Xerneas. Okay, so you have 1 Xerneas prize. Alright, so grab Xerneas. We'll put that guy down, put a DC on the Xerneas, and we will Shaman set up 4 new cards. And let's see, can we find a Xerneas? A Max looks that'd be really good 2 cards. And oh man, there's a Xerneas. Trainer's Mail, okay. There's a Max Elixir. We could get a turn 1 knockout right now. Let's go for it. So Max Elixir, look at the top cards of our deck. And oh no, we didn't get it. Oh no, guys, I thought we were going to have it. Oh, well, we whiffed it, okay. So, do we I think I'm gonna leave the Joltik in the Act spot. Oh man, now we have like a VS Secret for Sycamore just staring at us, but we can't play that really. Oh man, because that'd be really bad. Oh goodness. Okay, so that's not good. We saw the end. We went for the Max Elixir. It did not work. Oh man, because we could have taken a knockout. EXP shoot this guy. He takes a knockout instead of Xerneas. Be good to go. But right now I'm just going to end my turn, unfortunately, onto my opponent's turn. I think that's the correct play. Alright, so my opponent's turn. He still can't retreat this Blitzel. He needs to find a switch or a Flowstone, which I imagine he does play multiples of. Fairy Guarded coming down, okay. Which now it does have free retreat if he wants to, but he needs to find a Link, a Mega, and a Link, Mega, and a Mega Turbo off these cards, okay? So there's a random receiver, going to flip off cards, and let's see, there is a Lysander going to my opponent's hand. Now, he could Lysander somebody, get stuck in the axe spot if he wants to do that. And let's see, will our opponent decide to do that or not is the big question. Now, remember, we do play Switch and Flowstone, so there's Lysander. Gonna bring up these Xerneas. I was actually hoping you bring up the other one. Alright, so on our turn, we get a Trainer's Mode. We'll play that. Look at top cards of our deck. We'll grab the Flowstone, but oh man, I really don't want to play Flowstone on this Xerneas. Oh no. So we'll Flowstone this guy. Okay, so we're gonna Flowstone that guy, retreat into this guy, Fair to G the active, EXP share on this guy, and we will just go for a Rainbow Force. Alright, so we're doing 130. Next turn, I think we can take a knockout with the Pawniard if we do get the Bisharp, which would be really nice. So I guess we would make EXP share work a little bit. Now, I know it seems weird. We haven't played our Sycamore yet. We have the VS Seeker at DC, but I really don't want to discard this DC, which is the main thing. So we see Fair to G going to the active, okay? And does opponent have a supporter card? There's shame. I'm going to set up for 3 new cards. He might have a VS Seeker for an N, and it's like opting not to do it because he thinks we have a bad hand or something. But let's see, what does our opponent do? Their guard is really going to the bench. Okay. There's Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard 2 cards from her hand. Discard the DCE, and I'm not sure what the other card was. Sorry. VS Seeker. Okay. And what we see, okay, there's another Shaman. So yeah, he does have VS Seekers, but he does not want to end our hand. Like, he thinks we have a bad hand. He's like, okay, I'm not going to end him. There's no way I'm going to do that. But there's a Shaman for setup, okay? And right now, my opponent can... The max he can do is 100 this turn. Trainer's Mode. Look at the top cards of their deck. And will he find a supporter card or not? That actually makes him happy. So there's a Mega Turbo, okay? Does he have any Fair Energies? No Fair Energies in the discard pile as of right now. Ultra Ball, does he discard a Fair Energy? Let's see. What will our opponent do? There's a... Oh, no. Xerneas and another DC going to discard pile, okay? And will opponent just get a Mega Gardevoir? So there's a Mega Gardevoir. And does he just evolve the bench? Or does he evolve the active to end his turn? Nope. Gonna evolve the bench one, okay? And does I want to have a supporter card or not? We do. Like, I'm gonna put a DC and VS Seeker for Sycamore, which is fine with me. Yeah. And, like, my opponent thinks we have a bad hand, most likely. Because we saw him discard... the VS Seeker. So, yeah. Alright, so there's a Delinquent. Oh my goodness, a Delinquent. Are you kidding me? Alright, so we discard these two. That's a great card to have right there at that moment. Okay, so there we go. And, yeah, wow. So, Link Blast for 30 damage. Alright, so on our turn, what do we top deck? Give me something good, and there is, oh my goodness, the top deck Sycamore. Are you kidding me? Alright, so put down Galvantula. We'll put down Bisharp. And we will take a knock. Do we put down the other Pawniard as well? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll put down Pawniard, and we will Rainbow Force for the knockout out of nowhere. Oh my goodness, like, it looked like we were bad, like we were in trouble. Now, we still didn't put a supporter card down that turn, but whatever. There's a Volcanion and a Switch. Alright, so, man, that was a fantastic top deck. Could not complain about that at all. Alright, so, my opponent's going to draw a card. Put a Fair Energy on the active. Now they need this Mega Turbo, which we know they have one in their hand. We saw them earlier grab it, so it's Mega Turbo. Gonna put on the active, and then we'll take a knockout this turn with the Spray Ray and a Sycamore as well. So great cards for my opponent as well. Alright, so let's see. Do they get another Gardevoir? Is my question. They do not. They are going to be in trouble because they're going to take a knockout. We're going to send a Bisharp and retaliate. And 2 Hex Maniacs being discarded. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, and let's see, does the opponent get another Gardevoir? Oh, another Shaman hitting the field, okay. And I'm actually okay with this. Now, they're probably going to Despair Ray and just knock him out. So, Despair Ray, gonna knock up, actually gonna knock out nobody, okay. So, moving Fair Energy onto this Bisharp, okay. Opponent's gonna get 5 prize cards. We're gonna send the Bisharp and onto our turn. Let's see what's gonna happen, alright. And what do we get? There's a Joltik, so we're gonna put down Skyfield. We'll put down Volcanion, Joltik, And we'll play it in, put opponent out of 5 while we get 4. But all we're really looking for is an energy, and oh, we don't have one as of right now. Alright, so we'll max looks to look at the top cards of our deck. We'll grab a Fear Energy, put that on the Xerneas. We'll Ultra Ball, discard the Lysander and Train as well. I don't even know that the Shaman's in the deck, but yep, it is in the deck. That's great. So grab Shaman. We'll put that down. We'll set it for 6 new cards. Let's see what can we find with the Shaman. Don't let me down, buddy. Alrighty, so there's another Fair Geo attached to this guy. And yeah, we'll just retaliate right now. It will not take a knockout, but we are pretty close. 160 damage. And next turn, we can attach a Fairy Jesus Xerneas and take a knockout on this Mega Gardevoir. Going down to 2 prize cards, so things are looking great for us as of right now. If he bumps our Stadium, we'll discard our Shaman, and probably the Joltik as well, which is fine with me, because all he has to do is knock out a Shaman to win the game, but he'll probably Despair Raid to knock him out eventually, okay? So, there's a Fairy Guard coming down, like I said, so we'll discard 1, we'll discard 2, that's actually going to be it. That's all the cards we have to discard, which is still okay with me. He's going to take a knockout this turn. Super Rod, going to shuffle 3 combination cards back into the deck. But we'll probably Super Rod as well. And then probably Sycamore, discard or hand draw 7 new cards. So we see the cards being shuffled back in. How many? 1 VS Seeker has been played. Okay. There's a VS Seeker for it in. Okay, yep, there's an in coming down, which is great for my opponent because we have a Fair Energy in our hand. But there we go, in. We'll get 4. They get 5. And it's looking great for us as of right now. There's Sycamore and a Fair Energy. Alright, so that's good. We get another Xerneas down. Alright, so that's good cards to have. And let's see, does our opponent find another Gardevoir? This is a Zebstrika coming down, which we don't care about too much. Crash the Bowling does 52 our Xerneas. Another Fair Energy going to it, okay. He could Crash the Bowl a Shaman for a knockout. And there's the Despair Ray, and let's see, does my opponent discard these Shamans or not? 100 damage going to knock us out. He's going to discard the Hoopa, but not the Shamans, which is very interesting. So we'll send the Xerneas, okay. And on to our turn, what do we get? We get a switch. We're an Ultra Ball, discard the Skyfield and the switch. And with this, we'll grab another Xerneas. And do we have another EXP share? We do have one left in deck, which is great. Alright, so we'll grab Xerneas, put that down, Fair Energy in the active, and we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And there's a DCE. Okay, we don't have one yet. Trainer's Mill. Alright, so we're going to grab a VS Seeker for the following turn. Yeah, we'll grab VS Seeker, okay? And we'll just Rainbow Force for the knockout, going down to 2 prize cards. But next time we can win the game, we'll just License of Shame and take the last 2 prize cards. There's a Flowstone and a in. My opponent really can't take a knockout on the Xerneas. There's really, I mean, I don't think there's any way at all. They'll have to end us, put us down to 2, but maybe we'll get that VS Seeker. We do have 3 left somewhere overall. There's a Gardevoir coming down, okay? A Fair Energy going down to it. And doesn't want to have an in. If they do not have the in, we have a switch to get out of a Lysander target. We have energies. There's a VS Seeker. There's the in. Alright, so we'll get in down to 2, but still, we are going to look great. Like, we are in a really, really good situation. So they go down to 4. We get 2. Can we hit a VS Seeker or not? And oh, there's a Sycamore and a Floatstone. Okay, so we don't have it just yet, but we can Floatstone this Volcanion. Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And there's a Crash the Ball, 450. Did we get a Lysander top to VS Seeker? No, there's a DCE, which is still great. DCE, Floatstone, Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, so we can put down Bisharp. We can I think I'm gonna Ultra Ball, discard the Switch and Pokemon Ranger. Alright, we'll grab a Galvantula, just so we have less cards in our deck to help us win the following turn. So yeah, we'll grab the Galvantula. Do we have how many Fair Energy on discard pile? Is there any? There's 2. So yeah, I'm gonna Super Rod, shuffle back in the Shaman and double Fairy. Okay, we're just trying to guarantee to knock out the next turn, and we will just Rainbow Force for the knockout. Okay, and there we go, doing 250 damage to that Zebstrika. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna have 1 prize card. There is a DCE, which is not what we really need. We really need to find a Fair Energy next turn. Lysander, Fair Energy, Lysander, 2 cards we need to find next turn. Still no punch, so they're gonna draw a card. They need a Link, Mega, and an Energy. There's an Energy. Okay. And does we want to have a Link and a Mega in their hand? Okay, that's the big question. They played 3 VS Secrets already and 1 in. Oh man, if he plays another... Okay, nope, just a Link Blast for 30 damage. And guys, we will have this game. Alright, so on our turn, we'll just use Rainbow Force for another 250 damage. And guys, there you go. There's the Rainbow Road deck. You see why I love this deck so much. We did lose 2 games. We lost to Mega Mewtwo and I think it was Darkrai Giratina. I can't remember who we lost in round number 5. But now it's time to see, do we make cut or not? And I'll let you know here in a second, do we make into top 8 or not? It is the big question, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the series. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And I'll see you in just a second to let you know, do I make it a top 8 or not? Alright guys, so here's the updated list for the PTCGO Tournament Series. This is going to top 8. And as you see, first place is James Horvath, 6th place is Jane Delotto, 3rd place is Shaunet Sharma, Dominic Bergatti, which you actually played against, Tyler Ving, Omar Alinar, Josh McKay, oh, so close, not me, Hinder Brand, and at 9th place is me. Yep, so the only thing top 8 getting cut, and we unfortunately got 9th place. Oh my goodness, guys, we did so well this series. We got 9th place overall. We still got points, but for those who, I mean, I know probably none of this, nobody knows this, but James Horvath is actually playing the same 60 cards as us, or as the list I use. So he actually got 1st place right now. He's currently in top 8, playing out to see if he can win, but he went 6-0 with the same Rainbow Road deck, and that's pretty interesting to note. And for the most part, me and James are probably going to keep playing the same deck throughout this whole tournament and see what's going to happen. He did get he's currently 1st place in this bracket, but he's going to play against Henry Brand. I don't know what Henry's playing, but James playing one of the best decks right now, Rainbow Road. I unfortunately got 9th. Man, it would be cool if me and him played in 1st and 8th. Play the Rainbow Road, exactly 60 cards mirror match. But guys, next time we see I keep wanting to say Road to States, but it's Pokemon PTCGO Tournament Series. Link will be down below like always. But next time we upload a PTCGO Tournament Series, I'm probably going to upload all 6 of them at once. And if we make top 8, we'll probably update top 8 as well. And that way we can get all done one day and not split up between 2 weekends like we did this time around. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry we didn't make it. We lost 2. If we only win those losses were win, we could have did it, guys. I'm sorry about that. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.